Welcome to the show. It's your boy DP. Welcome to another round of football tunes. We have some exciting topics for you, and I think I'm more grateful for this topic because today we're not focusing on United. Hey, I think it's the best part that we're not focusing on United.
It's been a
Peeps are ready.
hard year.
Before we
It's a
get into the
full
show,
year.
before we get into the show, people, please like, subscribe, and click on Anthony Bell. Let's support Anthony Bell out there. Just get on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a bra. He's an old bra from the districts. Click on Anthony Bell. And anyway, before we get on to the show, let me introduce my host and my co-host, whatever you want to call it. It's your boy DP. To my virtual room, we're gonna start with Tristan. Tristan, any quick comments before we get to the show?
Hey, Milner started. Hey,
Just say hello. Just say hello first before you go sorting out
hello,
some
hello to the
400-year-old
listeners.
player. Thank
and
you.
then and
Can
then
someone go on in gym? Yeah.
the man of the moment, Como, because we will be on him
Hmm.
later. Comments,
Yeah.
say how's it out there?
What's up, peeps? What's up, peeps? Thanks for joining. Yeah, today I think it's a roast, Chelsea roast. But as I said to you before, we show up. We don't hide. We don't put our data off. So welcome to the show, and hope you enjoy.
And just one more thing I'd like to focus on, guys. I will be placing the
Oh God.
Football Tunes Fantasy League. Please join our league. Where the winner will be get a gift. We haven't decided on the gift. Maybe we'll buy you a
What's some harvest?
Hilux. Maybe we'll buy you an autumn harvest. Maybe we'll buy you
Hmm.
something,
Durant,
something.
Durant. Hmm.
But yeah, okay, we're gonna just get into the show now. And yo, bro, I love this game. I just want to say I love this game. This game has ways and means of killing your weekend or getting on your last nerve. And I think what we're gonna do is we get straight into results. Let's start off. We're not gonna go big. We're gonna start off with the Fulham versus Spurs, which was actually an interesting result for Fulham versus Spurs. What's your thoughts on that, Como?
Yeah, look, I think Spurs are playing well. Yeah, I think Spurs under Conte. I mean, I think we also the preseason there also vomiting. I mean, many of you don't even know that's how Tristan got his name. We call him Veggies because we were Clinton Lawson was training us and he was drilling us. And we started vomiting vegetables. But anyway, that's a
Oh
story for
my
another. That's a
eyes.
story.
Yo,
That's a story for another day. I think they fit. They're playing well. But don't. But look at Fulham. Fulham was not coming. Fulham was not here to make up numbers. Out of all the promoted teams, they seem the one team that seems to know what they how they're playing, what they're doing. So yeah, yeah, I think Spurs are playing well. Spurs deserve
Yeah, I
winning.
know we just keep it short and sweet. Yeah, for me, Conte, the original Rain Man, Melis,
Mm.
Como, they know them. Some original Rain Man. He's part of that crew. So he got
Hey,
them
always.
fit, bro. They are running. They
Mm.
are running. But they got the result. They got the 2-1, which is important. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares about if they battle. They got the result. They got the
Mm.
3 points. And that's really important. Peeps just talking to the producer of the show quickly. And Peep, you go ahead. What do you think?
I'm back online. Back online. I think Spurs are just setting themselves up to be not beatable, easy team to be pushed over.
Mm.
Um, and that's what Chelsea was before when Tuchel first. But we'll get to that. But no. But it's the
No,
truth.
no, he's right. He's right. He's right.
Conte is setting this team up for less goals to be scored and conceded. And
Hmm.
Fulham, I mean, on the other side, Fulham, I mean, if you look at the teams that have come up, they're definitely not getting relegated. Touch wood, the way they're playing and
Mm.
how they're coming at teams.
Mm.
Um, this looks good, man. The Premier League is just so exciting. These games,
Yeah,
Spurs and I mean
based on
Fulham,
our
it's so
footballing knowledge,
exciting.
last season we said Vieira will get relegated, and you saw that worked out.
Hey,
So
that's true.
yeah,
Yeah,
but we're gonna move past the Fulham Spurs. Fulham Spurs is doing well. Conte got them running, and then
DB, just before I go, I saw
yeah,
Kulusevski that plays for Spurs. He had
yeah.
an interview and just to finish on the Spurs topic, he said something that was quite interesting. He says, normally a coach tells you to go out there and play and have fun. Conte doesn't want him to go out there and have fun. Conte wants him to go out there and murder the opponent.
Go
He's never
graph.
met a manager that wants to win as bad as that. So just put it in the back of your
that is
mind.
tops.
Mm.
Yeah,
That
no,
is
That is
that's true,
tops.
real.
bro. You
Yeah.
and hey, this
Eh,
game,
yeah.
I watched this whole game, and yo, if you ever want to watch a game with controversial decisions with VAR, was this game.
Yeah.
But both
Exciting,
teams
no,
played
no,
good.
no.
Yeah,
Exciting,
but
no,
both
no.
teams played. It was a game of two halves where you're watching, you're saying, yo, Liverpool's going to hit Everton. And then you see all
Mm.
of a sudden it's boop, the way Everton's going to hit Liverpool. Yo, I enjoyed every minute of that game. I was watching that game and I was like, when you screaming, pass the ball, that was there. And no,
All right.
no, yeah, it was a good one. Como, your take on the game before we get to the Liverpool supporter?
I think Liverpool should have won that game by a mile. Liverpool hit the ball about 13, 14 times. Um,
Hey,
it counts against you. Luck is a big part of winning any Premier League, bro. I think for me, Liverpool should have won that game. I think personally speaking, from Jurgen Klopp's point of view, he's looking at that game and saying 2 points dropped. I know it was tight. It was an exciting 0-0, but Liverpool should have won that game. I think 2 points dropped for you all people.
yeah, definitely. I mean, already we 1-0 down at Napoli, and which I said, looking at I know we're doing a bit of running commentary. Yeah, looking at our
Mm,
team setup, Klopp he's got the players to be brave enough to change it up, which he did against Everton. I mean, that the position where when Firmino came on, he dropped into the midfield. I don't know
mm.
why he doesn't want to do that. Let him drop in the midfield and have your dogs behind him working because he brings guys into play. And when he came on
Does
against Everton, he brought in players and he was the one that created some chances himself, shots on target.
so.
So a disappointing point drop, but if you look at history, we go there, we always get a point. It's we
Yeah,
go
they
and win,
play.
but most of the time we get a
You
point.
know,
And
talking about those
yeah,
balls there, I watched that. That was a ball after a ball.
Yeah,
Who
two
from
in
the
a
right
row.
wing?
yes,
Yeah, there's a
it
ball
is.
from a ball. Someone
Then
hit the
Diaz hit
ball,
Diaz
Diaz hit the one. Yeah, Diaz hit the one,
and
and
Nunes
another
then
hit
it
one
that
went
was
to the
one.
other wing, and then no, Nunes chested it from the right hand side, hit the ball, went out to Diaz. Diaz hit it straight boom on the other ball. It came back.
yeah,
Somebody just shot, hit the
Yeah,
keeper, the other clear off the line.
yeah.
I
It
was
was
like,
it was
wow,
it was like
this is
that.
cool.
Now those are chances that come back to haunt you in normally in
hundred
a normal
Yeah,
percent,
man.
game, and also in the league because you can look back and say, "Oh, bro, we should have won those." That's 2 points, 2 points, 2 points.
hundred
Bro,
percent.
Man City are gonna kick into gear in the next 2, 3 games, and they're gonna leave everybody. And
But
oh,
this is
Haaland is
but
like another animal, bro. So teams need to make sure they when you get games like that, people, you get your 3 points. 3 points is important, bro.
you've got to come out change. And when you look at United, which you probably will get to just now, and you look at the results they getting, is that they also setting
They're
themselves not
battling
to,
through.
but they're being very clinical with their chances. To
Three
be
points is
honest,
3 points.
uh, they
Yeah.
3 points and they're clinical with their chances. Unfortunately, Liverpool has been poor up on the last third, especially
Mm.
with Salah. I think the 400k is heavy in his boots. His touch
But
is
bro,
But
heavy. Everything is
you
just
know
not right with Salah. So, but he's also tired too as well, which is one part. But I mean, hey, bro,
what they're tired from?
it's
tied,
what they
tied
but
6 games
no,
From
in
what?
the season.
From what?
no, we
6 games in the
tired.
season?
Wait,
Come
gents.
on, come on.
Liverpool played every game of the season
Come on.
last season, right?
So everybody
And
played every game in the season last season. What are you talking
no,
about?
bro, we've played every cup,
Everybody
every
gotta
single
play
game
every.
till the
You all doesn't
end.
go
We've
to the.
played.
You all doesn't go to the club cups and all those things. What I'm trying to say is, with six
No, the
games in,
clubs
the players had their breaks. You can't talk about people being tired. Come
they're
on,
looking
it's
tired.
too
They're looking
early. They're all looking
off
tired
the
because say that. My opinion, my personal opinion, I think okay, we're gonna get there. I think maybe let's get to United. I want to talk about United a bit.
Okay, before we get into United, Como, you mentioned something, and I think we'll get to United before we get to Chelsea. What we need to talk about is we need to talk about Villa versus City. You were saying Haaland once Haaland kicks in, but funny enough,
Mm,
bro, Villa versus City, bro,
good
Villa
game.
got the draw,
Yeah, they
and
got
and
the
and
draw.
and and,
They
and,
should
and,
have got.
and
They
most
should have got the one.
and
Did
most
you see
people would say,
Coutinho's
what?
one?
Villa's gonna get thrashed, and
So,
bro, Villa got the draw. I'd say Villa got
bro,
the draw because it was a
yeah,
shocking
bro.
result.
Did you see Coutinho scored a last minute like a last minute underball? But it was a foul or it was an offside at
No,
that
it's
point
offside. It's
in the
offside.
build up
It's
to
a
the play.
poor
But it wasn't an actual offside. When they reviewed it,
poor
they were
decision.
like, "How the hell did they get that offside?" They're supposed
And
to
then
have
they
lost
still
that game.
apologize. They still
They
apologize
apologized.
afterwards.
Correct,
No, for
bro.
me, if a player, like, let's say for instance what you're saying now, if
Mm,
I'm gonna use people that are rain, Jaka makes a bad
mm,
tackle, they give him a red card. Then they look at the decision afterwards. They say no, that is actually a life altering or whatever tackle. He actually we're gonna make it worse. He's gonna get maybe a 3 match ban, get a fine that goes to charity.
they do that.
Why don't the refs get into trouble? The ref admits it.
Outro,
There was two bad
outro,
decisions. Why don't they look at it and say, no, actually, what you need to go do, you need to meet up at Melly's, you need to go watch soccer on Batula grounds because it's not working out here for you.
and get thunders. You should get Shambok hiding there. Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop. All right. No, because
yeah, bro.
because teams will go down for these VAR decisions that are going against him. Like again, we move forward. The Chelsea one, I even seen and I were talking about it during the game. That was clear onside. I don't know how they gave that that disallowed that goal for West Ham, but we'll get there. I think the City is also proving vulnerable at the back. I mean,
This is
Newcastle
the
and
thing.
Aston Villa broke through.
So
Newcastle and
my
Aston Villa
my
broke
point
through.
my point on City is the same thing. So we know that they have the ability when they go into
Going
another
forward.
gear, right? But
Mm,
they are vulnerable in the back. And secondly, I
mm.
still believe two injuries for City was going to cause a problem because they don't have that. Yes, they've got Mahrez coming off the bench.
What's
It's
that
no
word,
different
Pip?
to
The famous word we used all of last season with a D,
which one.
capital D.
All that
The
depth
depth.
is all nonsense, man. No one
you
has
just
depth.
you were just saying now, bro. If City get
But
two
this is what
injuries,
I'm
they in
saying. Who
trouble. Let's
has
come
depth?
up with
Who
depth.
has depth? Who has depth in the team?
There's a few teams
Besides
that
United
have
has
depth.
depth.
United, United
United
has
has
depth.
depth. Chelsea has depth. Chelsea's depth is
A
Okay,
whole lot
low.
of
so
defenders coming
you
off
know
the bench.
we were on that VAR decisions and bad decisions. Now, why I'm saying that is because if you watch the Man United Arsenal goal, uh, the player
Eh,
pushed and just let me finish before you. The player pushed Ericsson. Now there's ways to look at
But
it. Wait,
bro,
let me finish. Before that,
that
McTominay pushed that not Lighty Martinelli, but way rougher, and the referee called it. Not even 2 minutes before, and something softer happened, and the referee never called. So Bruno ran because Bruno's captain at the moment. Bruno ran and said,
uh,
"You just gave the exact same foul against Martinelli with McTominay. Why don't you give that?" And I'm not going to say it did change the decision, but the referee actually now, they told the referee go check VAR, and the referee looked at it. And the same thing happened with Chelsea and Fulham. That foul on Mendy was not a foul. So VAR, hey,
XADB,
sometimes VAR is not consistent.
XADB. We appreciate the fact that you're giving a completely biased opinion over that of that VAR opinion, and it's okay. You see, that was not a foul. That
No, it
was
wasn't
that
foul
body
was
to
because
not a
I'm
body.
not.
foul.
That was
Yeah, it was
body
not
to
a foul.
body. That should have been a
Bro,
goal.
The man was out of
Or
position.
out
He
of
Eriksen
position.
didn't have the
He
ball.
was lunging. He didn't have control. The rule is basically he must have control over the ball. He didn't have, and he lunged out to try and prevent it from getting the ball. All he did was Odegaard just push him out the way, bumped him out the way. Sorry, that goal should have stood, bro.
no. But I did say, come
That
on, I
goal
did say
should have stood. Yeah,
McTominay
I know
pushed
that. I
Martinelli
know.
much harder. So
Yeah,
the referee should have
that
said
goal should have
yes, but
stood.
that was much harder. If you look at the goal should have stood. But VAR has been making such bad decisions.
No, for sure.
VAR
Chelsea
stands
won
for
too.
what's right, but they're not making consistent decisions. How one day you can call it offside, next day you can say it's not offside, one day you can say it's a handball, one day you can say it's not a handball. So
Yeah.
But
that
listen,
for me,
let's just go back to the performances, right, of those two teams.
Mm, yeah,
So
yeah,
so so United, I won't lie, as much as it's difficult for us to say this now because we really enjoyed the ride. You know, it has been good the
yeah.
past 13 years. It's a long time, man, since Fergie left. And now it's looking like you're a team that is
Nah,
really, I mean, not yet, come on. I mean,
not
it's
yet,
it's
not
a
yet.
few games. I
Let's
mean, four
relax.
games on the trot.
Mm,
4 games
four
on the
games.
trot is not
No, I
bad,
accept
bro.
that, bro.
Arsenal's the next best that has 5 games on the trot, and and
Correct.
and and and, and they United have that. So what I'm seeing, I mean, they've got Rashid back scoring. They've got a strong midfield, and now a decent defense. And then Arsenal also proved, to me, Arsenal proved. I don't
but you
know. I
must
don't think
remember
they're title contenders.
on your point, Tristan. Arsenal have been playing small teams. Who did Arsenal play big?
Exactly, exactly.
No
So
one.
Gents,
We
they've
played
my
we
my
played we played a Liverpool that's not in form. Let's be honest.
my
You'll learn a lot
personal
of injuries. We got to be
my
honest with
personal
the opinion.
opinion. My
Yeah,
personal opinion is on Arsenal is one. They've been playing the best football in the league.
they have.
Even we all commented, and this is my opinion. I think we all even commented in the group during the group while they were playing. Like, yeah, these are
yeah,
playing football, bro. But
good football.
What United did. So Arsenal deserve their 5 wins. TB. I'll tell you why. There's no
Yes,
small teams in the Premier League anymore. You're lost to
yes.
Brighton.
100%.
You're lost to Brentford, bro. And those are teams back in the day. You think no way it's 4-5-0. But I tell you what. I mean, what I'm impressed about, and you never hear me talk about United in this way. I'm impressed the fact that you're managing
The
currently
games.
the games.
You're
Bro,
managing the games. Yeah.
When Jose Mourinho came to Chelsea, the first 2 seasons, he had the most 1-0 wins ever. I think he had like, I don't know, that's something games, he had like 21-0 wins. Bro, 1-0 is 1-0. It's a clean sheet and it's 3 points. United has won these past couple of games by 1 goal margins, and bro, all due respect, 400 shots.
Yeah,
I never thought I'd say
you
this,
know,
but
let's
United
y-
currently playing very, very well.
100%. And when you look at just consistency, you just gotta keep winning. But
That's it.
United, you'll need to lose yours next match. I'm tired of this run of yours. It's
No, no,
hard.
no, it'll come. It'll
It's
come.
hard. It's
It'll come.
hard. It's
It'll
hard.
come. No,
It's
no, no.
hard.
Listen to me. You need, we need to be realistic here. I think it's important for us. It's important for the universe works like this. The universe will build the United supporters up
Bro, it's
so they can
13
balk
years.
and
Come on.
balk and balk and balk and balk and then bah, 4-0 again or 2-0. It's gonna come and we'll be waiting there. You know, DP, I'll tell you about my memes. But I think in honesty, United supporters, well done. I think enjoy it while it lost. I think it's well deserved. Ten Hag, you can see he knows what he's doing.
No, he
Straight
definitely
up,
knows
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah,
straight
doing.
up,
yeah.
But I
hard
say,
straight
what
up.
So
happened
we
after Brentford, though? How can you go and catch four against Brentford and
The
no.
not
man
So
made
lose
so
them
this?
all.
so
Bro,
wait,
we spoke
wait.
about this. The man made them
Here's
all
my
run.
take.
Maybe even jog.
Yeah,
I said this,
yeah. So
and
here's my take on
even
it.
said it.
Brentford ran 13 more Ks than United. After the game, he made the next day was supposed to be the rest day. He made the players come in and train and run 13 Ks. And then this is my take on it. And you know, my take can possibly be just nonsense.
Hmm. No, for
He,
sure.
he
This.
showed the owners, listen, I don't want Luke Shaw. I don't want Maguire. Because look at it, bro. Those was all played. He said, now I'm going to play what I want. Get me Anthony. Get me this. Get me that. And then straight away, bro, he benched Maguire. He benched Wan Bissaka. He benched Luke Shaw. He played his team. He played his back four. Look at the difference
DP,
in the back four, bro.
you know what you're missing, and I actually found out about it. I think 2 or 3 days ago. Do you know after that Brentford game, and there was 13 Ks that Brentford ran more than y'all or Brighton or whatever, the team where he made them run afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what's the most
Yeah.
important thing here? People listen to this.
Yeah.
Only one coach used to do this with us. He ran the 13 Ks with them. The man ran the
Yeah.
13 Ks. He showed them that this is not y'all. This is us. We a
Oh, I didn't know
team.
that.
We
Eh?
lost.
As a United
Telling
supporter,
you,
I didn't
giving
know
you
that.
something. He ran the 13 Ks with them.
You
Google
know,
it,
you
bro.
see what happens.
I can't remember which one. I was like, it's showing togetherness that if we lose, it's not me as a coach. We all gonna. He came there, apparently tied his techies and he ran with them. And I tell you, as a player, bro, Lewis used to do it with us. Lewis used to straff us and run with us. So you feel it, like you don't complain when we're going through this together. I think that's that for me. I'm not saying that was a turning point, but I think it shows the character of the man. It shows what he wants to build. Leading by example, suffering with the team.
Yeah. And
That's
also, you
important.
you win you win over the change room.
And
Correct.
you know what he did, bro? You know what he did?
Yeah.
And that's what shocked me. He showed I'm boss here. He benched Ronaldo, bro.
Mm.
How many coaches? Because he told Ronaldo, yeah, listen, yeah, you get benched. And Ronaldo and this was the one thing I always had a complaint about him. You know, just if somebody else scores, Ronaldo doesn't celebrate.
Yeah,
When Anthony scored, Ronaldo stood up and he was clapping. He was
that's
clapping.
so.
He was celebrating to show. And when he came on, the ozone realized, also like Ronaldo did nothing. He had no just here. What Ronaldo does, he makes a target man. So Arsenal
Yeah,
players start focusing on
Yeah.
Ronaldo, which now opens
two,
the gap
three
for
of them.
another player. Like exactly what Werner did. And that's why I like Werner. And a lot of players will say, Werner's useless. No, Werner is to pull left or pull right. The defender chases, which opens up the
Yeah,
game, which spreads the game. So yeah, we're not going to
yeah.
focus on United because we're not yet to talk about United. First, we're going to
Oh,
talk about
well done.
Chelsea. We're going to
Ish.
talk about Chelsea versus Fulham. I
So
mean, West Ham.
I just put more top here. I just put more top here.
Yo, thank you, man.
Okay, I'll
Yo,
give you a
it's
look.
a
Yeah.
Bro. You go
penalty got
first.
saved. Listen, just a small running commentary here. Liverpool 1-0 down. Then we got second penalty conceded. It was the first penalty conceded, 1-0 down. Second penalty, keeper saved.
Ah, oh,
Yo,
okay.
What was the
man,
penalty?
what's happening? Napoli 1-0 down
Milner.
against Napoli.
Oh, Napoli was the
No,
penalty.
Napoli took one. Napoli scored a penalty, and they got a second penalty and missed the second penalty. Anyway, let's
Okay.
get on.
Yeah. No, I think DP will go first with this. I'll close with
I
this
see,
one.
sorry, I see Ired's Ired's tailors up. Let me tell you, Ired was literally staying in a cave. Literally, the man was staying in the cave. Now, hey, the man he's up there. Comments, he's saying that 10 ball we building. Watch this space. Watch this
It's not a
space.
bad comment, bro. He said we're building. Building is not a bad
That's what.
comment.
But this is your sting, though. Last, before we get on to the next topic, you're like this
Building up
thing.
the
You
tempo.
wanna we're building, but you've got a 220
Building
million
up the
pound
1
squad just
billion.
from the
No,
players
one
you've
billion.
bought.
1 billion squad came and
You're
left.
building
That's
one
that's
to
And
one
crazy.
I'm
billion.
glad
Come
you
on,
brought that topic up about
that's
100,
Gents, let's
220
talk about
million.
let's talk about the
Let's talk
game.
about
Let's talk about the
Chelsea.
game.
Let's talk about
uh,
Chelsea. So Chelsea, my take on Chelsea is,
The game
hey,
first,
bro,
I think.
it's
the game, the
I watched
game.
the
The
game.
game.
Which game? Which game?
Yeah,
Chelsea
big
West Ham.
Chelsea West Ham.
Wow.
What's the story? Where are you?
No, no.
Bang
You said
on
game.
class is happening. I see what's the story.
No, no.
Busy, yeah.
Chelsea won the game. That's all that's important. It was a tricky, another VAR
Yeah,
game,
VAR.
and
Yeah.
and, and
West
we're
Ham
gonna
got
get to the
robbed.
topic.
West Ham
West
got
Ham,
robbed.
West Ham, but we're 6 games in. So before I
Mhm.
comment on the bigger things that we're going to talk about, we're going to get there. You carry on, Como. Sorry, Tristan, you
No,
carry on.
you go. I'll go last.
Okay, before we continue, Brooklyn Shaw says, Tristan, do you not feel Liverpool is missing Mane?
Okay,
Bro,
we'll get there.
we all missed our exes for some period of our lives. You gotta move on.
And you say
Right.
that on live on YouTube.
Yeah, my wife's next to me as well, so we all missed our exes for a short period. We'll miss
Sorry,
Mane
Shan.
too. Right.
Dog box.
Um
Dog box. Couch is his
dog
name.
box.
Carry
Hey,
on.
it came out loosely.
Carry on. We all missed our exes. Hey, babe, I don't miss my ex. I'm not me.
Hey,
Ah,
I don't miss my
hey,
ex. Let me
don't
just be
suffer.
out there.
Don't suffer. Oh, stubborn.
I
Hey.
don't miss my
Hey,
ex.
hold it. Hey, hold it. Hey, hold it.
Holy shit.
Smile right there. Hold it. Hey, hold it.
Comments made by Tristan on his and not
Hey.
football shoes.
Hey, and he's not associated with football shoots and the rest
Short
of the
period. I said
presenters.
a very short period. Could be
Hey,
like
leave me
3 days.
alone.
Anyway,
Please.
let's go.
Carry on.
Okay, what one more comment. Oh, Brooklyn show
Right.
said
So
Chelsea
so
is a circus. Tristan, carry
Ah,
on.
they are. They are. Brooklyn shows us.
yeah. So on that game, I mean, Chelsea's playing some periods of good football, man. They
Excellent.
remind me of Liverpool, man. They just remind me of Liverpool right now. There's just a click. There's a click, and that's the mistake that the management and the board has made, is that there's a moment where the team is eventually going to click. Now, if they don't believe Tuchel's the right man to make that click, then they made that decision. But on the game, I mean, Chelsea, West Ham as well are not an easy team to beat. They
Uh,
came there and they set up again just to be challenged, um, well, to challenge well at Stamford Bridge and get the opportunities. They were unlucky, of course, the VAR decision. Um, yeah, Chelsea were lucky, I think, at the end of that match. But well done. 3 points is three
very.
points. Again,
That's all.
it's key in the season because everybody's dropping points, and to get your 3 points, no matter how you get it, it's vital. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
Three
no,
view
for
on
points,
that
three
sure.
game.
points. Come on. We
I,
give
I,
the
I,
floor
thi-
to you now before we go
I
on to
think,
Chelsea itself.
no, I think in the context of the football match, 3 points, no matter how you get it. And I was shocking to see the Chelsea that ended that game. 'Cause for me, the Chelsea that ended that game, the formation we played, is Chelsea that we should have been starting. For me, Kai Havertz is probably, if he plays in the number 10 role, he'll be one of the best players in the world. He's playing out of position. Sadly, came on, he scored the winner. Then you
Mm.
go to Zagreb and phew, look again. Chelsea should have won that game or 7 or 8-1. But then again, no one's scoring. You don't score goals, you don't win games. Football goals win you matches. End of story. And to get the news today that Tuchel has been fired was quite shocking. I think it shocked the
Oh,
world. I think nobody expected that because he's a
it
world
was
class
like
coach.
it was like when Fergie left. We all got shocked that morning. I remember that morning. All of a sudden,
So
Fergie retired.
this is this is crazy. This reminds me of when Jose got fired from Chelsea. Because he was such a big figure. He won the Champions League with the club. But then I started doing some research and I was like, what the hell is going on? I mean, they're just all saying Chelsea is a circus. And Chelsea, rightly, look like a circus because they're buying so many defenders. I mean, he wanted to celebrate defense. DP and I should a private joke. I think the one time where Gary Neville tweeted something which was quite relevant to the situation right now. He tweeted that what's his name? Todd Bowley. So you call him Todd Woodward because basically he's buying players without you can't buy. They aren't saying Chelsea's another defender. You can't buy 6 defenders and don't bulk up your attack. In saying that, you must remember something. We are all at the mercy of these people. We support these teams. We love
100%.
these teams. We don't have any say. We can have these football tunes till the tunes come out of our backsides if you want. Those people, they sit there, they make the money, they spend the money, they make the decisions, they decide who they buy, they decide who they fire, and we just have to go along with it. I'm not happy as a Chelsea supporter, but apparently the story behind it is they're not only judging the 6 games, they're judging how Chelsea ended off last season. And if you remember how Chelsea ended off last season, Chelsea was comfortably third, and eventually we ended up third by 1 point or something like that. We were like 10 points behind. So Chelsea's end of the season was quite bad, and that was when Chelsea was going through that transition of the new owners buying the club. And everybody were coming to the games, so they came, they saw, they're like, hey, this is supposed to be a top coach. They're battling in the beginning. They gave him the money that he wanted. Apparently, he got some of the players he wanted, and he got a little bit extra, which you can't complain. Not giving him enough time for him to get in the mood. At least 2 3 games. I think I was disappointed. Everybody will be, but this is Chelsea's model, gents. So for a Chelsea supporter right now, the outside people can say circus, circus, circus. This is what Chelsea's been doing for the past 15 years. They've
Before you move on,
coached them
Como,
come. Hmm?
so I want to actually elaborate on that point. Exactly what you said. Are we surprised? Is
I'm
anybody
not.
surprised? Yeah,
I'm
so that's
not.
I
one thing.
And
just
So,
this one is a surprising one because
no, it is.
Mourinho came with
Spoke his
a
way
whole
out
lot
of
of
his
bad
job.
results and then he revived. But Tuchel, we all thought he's trying to build something that he wasn't really offered. There's a couple of things he wanted in players that he didn't get,
To to you,
and
it's a
and the
surprise.
board.
To Chelsea supporters,
However,
let me just add a
yeah,
quick comment here. So this is my take on it. It's no surprise. But in saying
mm,
that, Tuchel made a comment, I think it was last year, when he won the Champions League or something. He said, I'm here to coach, to do nothing else, not to hire players, not to do players,
that's
not
his
to do
problem.
this.
He was
I'm just
he
here
was a
to
coach. He
coach.
wasn't a manager. There's a difference, gents. A
Yeah, yeah,
coach
yeah. No, 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 for sure, for
team,
sure, for sure.
the directors buy. You coach the team I give you. A manager is what now. Is what now you see what Ten Hag is. But you actually see when you watch the game, head coach or manager. They actually show you there.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
head coach,
yeah,
So
your job was to coach who I
no, no,
give
wait,
you, my
let me
friend.
finish, let me finish. So with this, so now you must remember new owner. And the reason why Gary Neville said Woodward 2.0 because it's exactly like our situation. Bowley's
Correct,
coming. You've never seen this in your life at Chelsea. Chelsea was linked to more players than United. Why?
of
Because
course.
he was out there. I want Ronaldo. I want this. I want that. I want that. But not really buying properly. And with the new owners, what these new owners do, especially these Americanos, they want to show, hey, yeah, I'm here. And then he's buying players that he wants, not necessarily what your coach wants, which is exactly what Woodward did. A banker type of way of thinking, it's my way. And you think about it. What did he
Yeah,
get
I know
fired
what.
for? His win rate was 60%. Okay, he
We'll never
was a little
know.
bit of
We'll
poor.
never know.
Was it a sackable offense? Okay, in your point, okay, let's not count last year
No,
because he
no,
made
it's
you
not. It's
wait
not.
for.
It's
Was
not.
he
It's
supposed to
not
get sacked?
takeable offense. But it's not. No, in my opinion, no, he should have stayed. But listen to this. Again, and it's going down the road where United went down, and this is where that Woodward 2.0 comment comes from. Look at who left the club this year. Marina Skyver and Chick. Those
Yeah, that was the
those
bad one.
people.
That was the flop.
And then you
That
start
was
seeing
the
things like
flop.
mutual consent. There's no mutual consent. They don't must have came in and told him, hey, listen, I'm gonna be doing things my way. This is what I want to get. They must have been like, hey, but we football people. This is not
Yeah,
football
yeah,
decisions. Let me
yeah.
another pull away. And prove the
Uh,
writing was on the wall.
yeah,
So I'm
there's
not, I'm
also
not
an interview
surprised.
with Sky Sports Tuchel, and one of the presenters at Sky Sports was interviewing Tuchel, and he was saying like, she asked him, so how's it because it's new? So he says, hey, we talk a lot with these owners. Then it
Mm.
was like, I think she said that the fact that Checker's not there, who's teaching? He says, hey, I'm actually teaching these people about this game. And he
I
says
saw
in
it.
a style like, but don't tell him. You saw that. But I'm just
I saw
paraphrasing.
it.
I could be
Yeah.
butchering it, but he says, don't tell him I've said that, but in a joking way.
Yeah.
I'm teaching
They
these
watch
people
all
about
that.
this
They watch
industry.
all that. They watch all that.
But again, yes, Como, looking at your late end towards the end of the season, last season, coming into the season, yes, those results weren't good. Who else? Okay, Potter is potentially the next good coach in this industry. but who else gonna be better than Tuchel now, bro? Like honestly,
That's
Look,
the problem.
I saw the bookies. I saw the bookies. This thing. As I said, I was very invested in this thing today. That's why I want actually talking in the group. The people who are the front runners is obviously Graham Potter, which I'm not happy about. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he plays
yeah,
good
no,
football.
that's no, Combo. He plays
Second
good
behind him is
football for small
Pochettino.
teams.
Yeah, but then there's Pochettino who's behind him. Behind him, then it's Zidane. I think then it's I saw also
Brendan
there's also
Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers is also there, and I also saw they got
oof, bro.
Simeone on there. But anyway, I think look
Rogers
at
or
the end of the
Potter?
oh,
Rogers or
no,
Potter, bro?
they got them all there.
Rodgers also.
I'm
Rodgers,
saying,
Also.
out of the two, who would you? If it's just the two of them, Rogers or Potter? Dude,
Rodgers,
Rogers. No,
Rodgers. I'll take
Okay, so
Rogers.
here's
man
my
got a
take on
point
the
for
coaches.
two.
First of all, Tuchel performed way better at PSG than that flippin' over spoke about overhyped coach. What's his name you
Which is
just said now?
Pochettino. Pochettino.
Pochettino. That all must have the best marketing and the best promoters on earth because I don't see what people see. Maybe it's just me.
TP, there's a saying
No,
that hard work speaks for you when you're not in the room. That man's football he played at Southampton and Spurs speaks
bro.
volumes for him.
So
It's
this is the
speaking,
thing. Like,
it's
yeah,
speaking for him up till now. He's unemployed, and they're talking about. But you remember the football he played at Spurs? Remember the football he played at
yes,
Southampton? Hard work
Fair
speaks for
point.
you when you're out of the room, my brother. He took
yeah,
Southampton. He made Southampton. Who made Sadio Mane a world class player?
yeah, 100%. And then
Look at
who made
Pochettino, bro.
and who made that Spurs team that they had these youngsters coming even
Took
through
them
the
to the
ranks?
final of the Champions League, bro. Took Spurs to the final of the
Anyway,
Champions League. Anyway, yeah, but it's
My take on the Chelsea thing before we move on. First of all, there's ways to look at it. He should have not lost his job. The man starts the league without a striker. Lukaku gone, Werner gone,
but it's my
Batman
choice.
gone,
It's my
Batman
choice.
gone.
He should have kept Lukaku there and told him, "Hey, my man, you have a contract. Go on the field and run." All that shit. This is the problem. This is the problem. You don't have people like Chaluka running your team. You only got people, these soft people with two ply hands. Hold it. If you were
So
my team and you worried about Inter Milan, I tell you, my man, we paying you. Yeah. Let's put this in business perspective, TP. You're riding a shot there, Toyota. There's a man come and tell you, hey, bro, I'm only coming and clapping for 1 2 days. But after the fight, second shot. You tell him, okay, no problem. But while you bend, you go there, you start running that line. Don't come tell me about the shots. While you work. Don't tell me about what's happening afterwards.
There was an old
So,
dude handles there's an old who handles all Ajax's transfers, and he said, since when these players do that, I'm not training. I'm gonna go train with the youngsters. I wanna go. You under contract. Me. There was
hey,
a
my man.
which coach did that? Was it Mourinho where he said, not a problem. You'll stay a season here, you go play with the lighties. You go train with the lighties. Made
Yeah,
him train with the
it
lighties the whole
did it to
season.
Bastian Schweinsteiger, bro. Yeah, but anyway, let's move on. Chelsea,
Madness.
yeah,
Chelsea,
I
Chelsea
see, I
currently.
see, I see. I see Gerard. I see Cheesy is saying 2, and it's 2-0 now. Let me give you a running commentary. 2-0
Yeah,
down.
no, no, no.
Liverpool's defense
We,
is just a
I think also what we
shambles, bro.
must also send a shout out
Shit.
to Cheesy because United was losing 4-0. Cheesy closed the kit shop. I'm happy
Yeah,
to
now he's
announce the
back.
kit shop. I'm happy to announce the kit shop is back open, running on all cylinders. That's what happens when United start winning. You see, people's lives change when football teams start winning. Gents.
So
But
we
yeah,
just
anyway,
just a quick one. What do you give your transfer window out of 10?
my
3,
one
Yeah.
0,
mine's a
negative
3.
4, negative 4. Can't sign 13 defenders. We
Ah,
can't score a
hey,
goal and you go sign 13 defenders. Yeah.
I was
Again, we at the mercy of these clowns, bro. We at the mercy of
hey,
them, and then
bro.
I must get pressed in these groups, also nailing them, then creating memes because of what Todd Bowley's doing. I got no influence on Todd Bowley, bro.
Oh,
Luda and them start
Hey,
excel.
hiding
Eugene.
and hiding. I was got no
Oh,
daughter.
Hey, this
hey,
morning I
bro.
got
I'm
up and
getting
I
hit.
went onto
No
Twitter.
Vaseline.
I went onto Twitter. I was only getting Chelsea
Don't
memes. I was only
foul
What
him.
must I
posting it in
do,
the group.
bro? It's not my fault, bro.
Ah,
I'm parking here, lacquer, cooling off. What must I do? For
But
me,
but
negative 4. But
say, who's
Aubameyang
this
is
song
Combo.
gonna
telling
score.
us Liverpool is suffering here?
Aubameyang is
We
gonna
watching.
score,
Oh
gents.
man, in
I saw him
Brooklyn, we
yesterday.
watching.
Hey, he was getting into good position. He even scored a goal. Aubameyang is gonna light up the Premier League. Chelsea create too much chances, but just watch. Let's move on.
Listen, my opinion, Young is doing what he does best. He's a milker
You
for
worry
money.
about
He's
you
like
worry about
he's
Nunes. You worry about Nunes
He's a
chasing the
milker.
pulling the ball with his abs.
What's
That can't
concerning
tap
about
the
my
ball.
team?
You worry
What's
about Nunes.
concerning about
You
my team? What's concerning about my
you
team
got
is
no depth. You wanna bring on
uh,
Curtis
uh,
Jones, change the game. Harvey
my
Elliott,
my
Okay, wait,
carry
wait, wait, wait,
on.
wait,
no,
wait.
let me tell you
Before we
something.
put
Harvey Elliott is playing better in the whole of Chelsea. But let me tell you the honest truth. If my team continues to concede first, we've got a problem. We cannot
Because
play every game and concede first. You
I
cannot,
lost
bro.
money.
There's a big
Yeah.
problem. Mane is
Okay,
not a
let's move on.
defender, man.
Okay, move
Leave
on.
Mane alone. Not a defender.
No,
There's a
you need
problem
to
in
stop.
the defense.
You need to stop the
You listen.
N3 Montrose. You stop Trent. Pull him out the game. That man is a freeway. Marion Hill Plaza. Don't pay. Don't pay. What's that? Monopoly? Do not. Freeway. Straight to jail. Do not collect 200 rand. That man is rubbish,
It's
bro.
rubbish.
Yeah. But anyway,
Right.
move
Anyway,
on.
where's the quiz? Where's the
But anyway,
quiz? Where's the
gents,
quiz?
All right, gents.
Como, you. So, gents,
So
we
I
for those who
decided.
don't know, we're gonna have a quick quiz. Como's gonna ask us a
Yeah,
few
yeah,
questions,
yeah,
and yeah, whoever answers.
yeah. So basically, what we just for those guys who are joining the show for the first time, I think last year we kind of threw a quiz in here just to test the people's knowledge, not the people's knowledge, just to test these two skybirds' knowledge
Oh,
here of African footballers in the European
oh,
leagues. So today's questions are purely based on the Premier League and African footballers in the Premier League. So
Ah, ah,
five
ah.
questions. Someone has to get three,
mm.
right? So let's go. Most EPL appearances from an African footballer.
Lucas Radabi.
Yo. No. Nigerian, no. Okocha.
Okay, both wrong. Give it one more chance. Most Premier League appearances from an African footballer.
Kanu.
Okay, carry on now.
No,
Last chance.
no, not Tori. Yeah, Tori.
Three,
Yo, I
two,
don't know.
one. Okay, the answer is Didier Drogba with 254 appearances. Most goals in the
Yo, and
Premier
I
League.
wanted to say
Most
Drogba.
most goals in the Premier League.
For us. Is that a question?
African footballer. African
Oh,
footballer. Everything
you're
everything African
asking.
footballers. Who has
You're
the most
asking.
Premier League goals? Obviously, it's a quiz.
DDA,
What am I doing?
DDA, bro.
Okay.
Drogba. Most
Answers
goals.
no. Carry on.
No.
Yep. Answers no. Carry on. DP. Three, two. Don't Google Darren.
What's the
I know
what's
you
what's the
IT.
question? I didn't know. I'm showing a comment, man. What's the question? I didn't hear the question. Your signal's bad.
Who has the most
Don't
Premier League
lie, man.
goals in the Premier League?
Hey,
Three.
Not Drogba.
Kanu. Eto.
Nope. Nope. Okay. Gents.
Say Salah.
See.
Mohamed Salah. Mohamed
Ah,
Salah.
Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed
See.
Salah. Mohamed
Ah,
Pip got
Salah.
one. The players. The
Yes.
players. Mohamed Salah's on 120. Second team was Mane on 111. Third is Didier Drogba on 104. Fourth is Emmanuel Adebayo on 97. People 1-0, right? Third
Thank you.
question. Who has the most hat tricks African footballer in the Premier League?
Salah.
Drogba.
No. No. See, I'll Google
Haaland.
what was
Man is
yeah,
breaking
wow.
records. He's not even staying in Africa. He's breaking African records.
Breaking
Hey.
world records. Up, John, serious. Let's go. Hat tricks.
I don't know.
Come on,
Hat-tricks.
come on. Guess, guess. He played. I'll give you a clue. He played for Portsmouth.
Who we played for? Played for
And that's
Portsmouth.
one of the teams he played for was Portsmouth.
Kanu?
He's
Kanu,
from
bro.
Nigeria. Okay, wrong.
Kanu?
Next one. Come on. Okay, I'll give it to you. The most hat tricks you're both wrong is Yakubu. Remember Yakubu? Played for Everton. He played for Portsmouth.
Yakubu.
Yakubu.
Yakubu
Man
Hat-tricks.
breaks
The
played
the
for.
most
most.
hat-tricks.
He's got 5 hat tricks. Second to him is
Oh.
Didier Drogba, Solomon Kalou, Arane Kone. They all got 3. Okay. Most trophies in the Premier League from African footballer.
Salah.
Um,
No, not Salah.
no. Drogba. No. Sorry. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Has to be.
Hey.
Has to be Yaya
Drogba.
Toure.
Drogba. You said Yaya Toure. Drogba. I
Okay,
got this
Darren, you're
one.
right. Drogba's right. You see people skinning, fuffing, and farting. You don't know what you're doing. 1-1.
Yeah, man.
Here's the easiest one now. Question number 5. Who is the only South African footballer to win the Premier League?
Penny McCarthy.
No, you
Seriously,
mad?
Darren?
What?
Seriously? Seriously?
Stephen Quinton Fortune. Quinton Fortune.
Well done. And the winner is Quinton
Yes.
Fortune.
Yes.
He won it with United. Right,
No, I
gents.
had to make people
Come back
let's say.
say what,
Gents,
DP. You wait. Shot for
gents,
those who
We
tune
need
in,
to.
man. Shot, gents.
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
for sure.
Como, Iron,
So,
Skidders, all Skidders.
cheesy,
Cheesy,
all for
Skidder,
sure.
another
All
Skidder,
yeah,
where's other Skidders? All of them
peppers.
yeah,
Skidders.
thanks, gents,
Peppers
for
in
tuning
action,
in.
yeah.
If you'd like to be
Shot.
on the show, just make a comment on our YouTube channel saying you'd like to be on the show, and we'll get in the hole with you and have you
Listen,
on the show
DP,
like what we do
let's
for the
not be
first
all
time.
official. Just send a WhatsApp, gents, ladies.
Yeah,
Whoever
no, no.
wants
I,
to send
I
a
think, I
WhatsApp,
think,
Yeah.
we have show, man.
I
Come
think I
on.
just want to also say in closing, thanks for those who pulled up, who rocked up. I just want to say, babe, you know what? Please, I don't think about my ex. So
Listen, listen. I thought about my ex for 3 days. It was klar. 3 days. 3 days. It was
Okay.
Let me just say,
Hey,
as about YouTube looking like a green should fly, I do not think
I
of
don't
no.
know what you're talking about, bro. Like I
You know, you
Yeah,
know,
like
you
a gents, we
know.
out.
Peace. Sharp.
Yeah.